Hey y'all, thanks for tuning back into Chickanic. I hope everybody's having a great week. Does this saw look familiar? Yes, this is the one you saw in my last video that I just did. I replaced the piston and cylinder on it because the customer had blown out the threads in their spark plug hole. But before I give it back to him, it's got another issue that I want to go ahead and take care of. Now, she's running so good right now, we don't want to give her back to the customer for him to have another issue in the next few weeks. But check out this handle right here. This is your chain brake handle. And it's got a big old crack in it. It's fixing to blow out. And this is like a $45 handle. So we want to go ahead and fix this, mend it up for him so it doesn't cause him an issue in the future. And to fix this, we are going to use our Plastic Welder. If you have not seen one of these, they're super awesome. You need to get one. They're like 20 bucks. I'll leave one in the description box below. They're always at my Amazon store. In the last video I did, I saved a customer a complete chainsaw because the bottom housing was broken. Check this out. This is his buffer and the case is broke. That's not good. Check it out. This thing is on there. There's no way that buffer is going to get out now. Okay, got everything sanded down. Extremely sturdy again. Very happy with that. And anybody else would have charged way too much labor for the repair to be worth it, but being able to, just melt it back together, and it's worked fine for the customer. So I definitely recommend getting one of these. This is going to be a really super simple fix. The kit that I had, it's about 20 bucks. It comes with 800 staples, I believe, of all different assortment sizes, depending on what you're, installing it on. So we're going to find a staple here and just get to melting. Now you want to decide how much area you have to work with, because if it's something real thin, they've got these thin ones that you can melt into the plastic. You want something that's going to cover a little bit more area. So a lot of times as much of the waviness as you can get melted into the plastic is better. There's even ones that are wavier and taller than this one. So I think I'm going to go ahead with this one right here. Now for this, since I can get to both sides, I'm going to use two, one on the front, one on the back. Now, I have this plugged in, but it is not hot. It does not get hot until you pull the trigger. When you put your little clip pin melting bracket in, you're going to want to expand the legs out just a little bit. That way, whenever you put it inside the welding gun, it'll stay in there. Because if you don't, and you don't bend those out to where they have that tension, it'll just fall right back out on you. So that way it'll stay in the end. All right, so I want to press it together as I'm melting it. This is some pretty hardcore plastic, so it's going to take a little bit longer, depending on how cheap your plastic is. It might not take as long, it might take longer, depending. And we didn't get in enough. Let's go a little bit longer. You want to get it deep down in there. All right, just like that. Let's go from the other side. Alright, so far it looks like this. The plastic is melted out of it where I pushed those prongs in, but I'm gonna go ahead, grab one of these thinner ones here and go across the top just for that little extra stabilization right there. So next we want to clean it up and get rid of all these pokies. Just take your snips and snip them off. And we're back to being super sturdy. Yeah, so that's got a few more hits in it before it breaks apart. Now I'm going to go ahead and bust my Dremel out, shave it down a little bit just so it's not scratchy if their hand hits it. But that other kit, I'm going to leave one in the description box below. That's a few more dollars than mine. It comes with an actual attachment bracket on the end of it that you can melt the plastic back to make it smooth again. That's why I think I might want to get that one too. But yeah, if you don't care about how it looks, you can leave it like that, or you can sand it smooth. Nice and smooth. Perfect. Alright, just like that. Super smooth again, super sturdy. It'll last a little bit longer. Now the thing is super handy, and this is not the only time we broke out the plastic welder this week. Check this out. Now this week, one of our customers brought in their commercial walk-behind Honda self-propel mower, and these decks are actually, they're a polymer. It's called Nexite. It's actually what like football helmets are made out of, so it's pretty tough stuff, and they've made it this way to, you know, combat corrosion. And really, I mean, it's super strong. It's not supposed to break, but him using this mower commercially, he actually broke the frame. And Ron, this entire section was broken out. Ron plastic welded it up and, you know, shaved it all back into shape, and it looks beautiful now, and it's super sturdy. But like I said, this thing comes in handy dandy. I mean, this deck alone would just, if you couldn't fix this break and had to replace this deck, you wouldn't fix the mower because it's so expensive. But thankfully, the plastic welder fixed it right up. So I just want to throw this video out there showing you how awesome these plastic welders are. They make it for a super simple fix that'll save you a lot of time, money, and frustration. I will leave links in the description box below to the one that I have and the one with those extra adapters for melting the plastic. Thanks again for tuning in to Chickanic. If you find yourself coming back over and over again, think about hitting that subscribe button. And if you ain't tired of me yet, check this video out right here.